Good day. Welcome back to the charts. Welcome back to the Market Beast edition of the channel here, guys. Your fellow compadre has joined you again. We're going to talk about Clorox today. I see some interesting evidence in the charts that's suggesting a direction here in the market. If you're currently bullish on Clorox over $200, be sure to stick around to the end of this video because I have some interesting details I'd like to share with you that may not be in the direction in which you think the market is going. So if you're just joining us, consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy the content here. We don't go any lower than the 1 day charts, guys. Okay, so if you're looking for the 1 hour, 4 hour, and unfortunately this isn't the channel, guys, we don't go any lower than the 1 day. We keep it a macroscopic perspective on the channel. Okay, let's not start rambling. Let's just dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's November the 11th, 2020. Markets are currently open. The price of Clorox is going to be $202.80, up about 2.3% for the day. Okay. All right, guys, this is the chart that I've been following here. Let's just kind of bump it up a little bit. We'll probably go lower on the time frame as we get into the more details here. Excuse me. So let me just reveal the lines that I've been following here. All right, so it looks like there's a lot going on, but there's not really much, guys. You see this yellow line here just represents the bullish curve that Clorox has been in, seems like forever, actually. It's been respecting that curve. If you zoom out here, I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, like ever since, like, let's just call it the beginning of time. You see that? Like, that's a huge parabolic curve. Ever since 1974, the Clorox instrument has been perfectly confined above the above the parabolic curve here, this yellow curve. We even went so far as having to extend this parabolic curve here. This is just kind of a little smaller version of the parabolic curve, assuming that it would be continuing in that direction there. I'm not going to adjust it right now, okay? So, but I think you get it. It looks like Clorox has finally, for the first time in the history, broke down beyond this parabolic curve, as you can see here, illustrated in the circled price action. So some may be asking, okay, dude, what do you see? Just tell us, give it to us here. All right, so the weekly here looks like now also I guess you can look at this ascending line here. So the first thing is it broke below the parabolic curve, okay? The second thing is I was following this ascending red line here as support that was green, which actually has turned red now because it looks like there is an official break below that support line. So Clorox has lost 2 support lines, and there's actually an additional support line that I want to disclose with you guys before the end of the video here. So that's 2 check marks, guys. We got to break below the parabolic curve. We got to break below this ascending line here. Now, can this price reverse and the next weekly candle here, which closes in about 2 days, this weekly candle is going to close? Is it possible for the price to close, this reversal candle here and then break back up above this line? Well, sure. I mean, that'll be pretty much a bear trap, right? Bears like myself, I'm naturally bearish. Will probably get trapped down here and, of course, have to figure out how we're going to get out of our positions, or my position rather, and when the price gets back above this ascending line here. So it's not necessarily official just yet. Let's crank it on down to the 3-day just to see if we can see anything else developing. Okay, so it pretty much looks identical. This 3-day candle is actually going to close in 3 hours. I'm going to say that I'm still going to have a neutral stance here. Although it does look like an official break below this line, but obviously within 3 hours, if Clorox decides to move to the upside about 5% more. Again, it's up about like 3% for the day. So it'd be a total of about let's just call it like 7 or 8% if it decides to continue the momentum to the upside, which, there's been some really a lot of volatility in the market. So if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised. The markets are very volatile right now and unpredictable, okay? But what I would like to predict here on this video here for you guys is, I think if it's not obvious enough, let me see if I could find this for you guys. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content there so far. So let's see here. Let me see. All right. So it's basically something like this, guys. You have the left shoulder, and then you have the head right here, and then you have the right shoulder. So textbook, this is considered a head and shoulders pattern. It's a bearish pattern that is potentially within And I'm going to continue to assume that this is the pattern that has successfully broken down below. We're going to confirm that within the next 3 hours from now. So towards the end of the week, I would be anticipating a bullish counter move that could get as high as this red line. Remember, support, resistance, resistance, support. The previous support level was this red line, okay? Now, this line could act as resistance. So if the price just so happens to find its way near or through this line over the next 3 days or so, I would anticipate a continued move to the downside, potentially even more aggressive now that the resistance overhead has been verified. So that's something that we need to pay attention to. How long would it take to actually do that? Well, first of all, I'm not even sure if it's actually going to play out. But if I had to put a time on it as far as how long would it take, I don't see it taking more than a week or two to verify this resistance level, potential resistance level overhead here. And again, that price, I don't even said it. I don't think I said the price. The price will be at about $211. So over the course of the next 3 days, a week, or even up to 2 weeks, if you see Clorox just so happen to push up to the $211 price level, then you could potentially see the sellers step in very aggressively to enter their puts against this Clorox symbol, okay? So let's see here. Now, on the monthly, it's actually a little bit different. As far as the monthly here, we could actually expect to see it go either way because the monthly, obviously the monthly has been going down, looks like for approximately 4 months here, as you can see illustrated on these 4 candles. And the monthly still has, 19 days to close. Obviously in 19 days, a lot of things can happen in the markets. So I would expect to see, volatility, guys. I'm not sure if this is an official breakdown. I would like to say it is, but the lower time frame on the 3-day is suggesting it could be within the next 3 hours here, an official breakdown. But me personally, I'd love to get in on the bullish counter move. Okay, that would be an ideal entry for me. Not financial advice, not your financial advisor. So let's pull up the Bollinger Bands to further show you guys that Clorox has broken down below a support level. See if I could see it on the monthly here. So the monthly doesn't give me much information. I think it was the weekly. Yes. Okay. So let me just do this for you guys. Let's erase some lines here. I'm going to lose my line. Okay, so let's go back in history and see when was the last time that the price activity was below this white line here. This white line, for those of you listening, for those of you who aren't sure what exactly the significance of this white line is basically the mean average line within the Bollinger Bands. And ever since, zoom in here, right here, December the 23rd, 2019, the price action actually broke above this white line, and it stayed actually above this white line for the bull run. It's been above that white line forever, ever since 2019 December. Not forever, but as far as this run up, it has been above this white line, and just as of recently here in August 31st, there was a breakdown below that line. So Clorox is in a very interesting position here, guys. I think the trend shift actually has already taken place near August the 31st, 2020, and this small range here was just a consolidation before the next move that appears to be this small range here. This range right here was the consolidation range before the next move. It was about 63 days, and it appears that the move is going to be to the downside. Again, this is not guaranteed. It's not confirmed. Please do not go balls deep short on this thing just because I'm saying it's about to go down, okay? So we just have to keep our eye on this. Again, guys, I'm looking for the bullish counter move, okay? That's the ideal buy-in for me. So just watch this Clorox over the next 2 weeks from now. So let's say I'll give you guys a revisit here, probably in the midst of the bullish counter move if it actually happens. So let's say between now and November the 23rd-ish, if you see Clorox at $200.11, you can just set an alert. Just put, I don't know if you guys are using TradingView. That's actually what I'm going to do right now live. I'll put it at about like 209. So it'll give me some time to just kind of, get on the computer screen and let me know that it's pushing to the upside. that's how I'm going to play this, guys. I'm going to play this to the downside if Clorox cannot manage to get back above that ascending line of support that has held support ever since approximately like April 2020. I'm going to have to put this thing down. Let's go ahead and get a measured move of the target if this is, in fact, a head and shoulders pattern. You measure that head from the neck to the head, and then you measure the breakdown, the point where it breaks down, and that gives us a approximate level. I think that's why I put the green line down here. But I don't know why it's not there. $176 target. Now, the bearish targets tend to meet fast, okay? So I don't think it would take long to meet that target if it's actually going to play out. So expect to see some volatility in the markets, guys. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Again, 209, 211 Clorox over the next week or two, even if 3 days, guys. The markets are very volatile, and I'm going to be anticipating a move to the downside, guys. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for stopping in here with me. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. Leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think is going to happen on Clorox. Am I delusional here? Am I about to get wrecked on this play? I mean, Clorox is obviously a really good company to be invested in right now with everything that's going on. Tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. It's Napoleon Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune in on our next video that we post daily content, guys. So be sure to hit that notification bell if you're subscribed. That's it. I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves and have a good day.